And for more, we're bringing in NewsNation correspondent at large, Geraldo Rivera. Geraldo, it's good to see you. Thanks for making the time.
My pleasure, Natasha. Nice to be with you.
We have to start with the White House dust-up between Trump and Zelenskyy. It is still the talk in Washington. At one point, Trump saying Zelenskyy was, quote, gambling with World War III, repeating that statement. Is that a fair assessment?
Well, first of all, last night, Saturday night, the cold open was mocking what happened. I wish it was, and it was funny. And I wish that was, that was the end of it. I wish it was just a joke. But unfortunately, it's grim real life, Natasha. Here you had the president, and I'm rooting for President Trump constantly, but he was an ill-mannered bully who disrespected a war hero. It was a total ambush. And they brought in J.D. Vance, a disrespectful neophyte. I really think that it was very, very embarrassing from the United States point of view. Now, Zelenskyy, listen, he's a guy who's beleaguered. His nation has suffered grievously. His nation was attacked. And to be treated that way, to be humiliated in a way that was totally unnecessary, to be evicted from the White House grounds. I mean, how insulting can you get? I think it was, and I think I was the first to say that it was an ambush. This, I believe, knowing the president as I do, I don't know the vice president, but I know the Trump tactic. This ambush could be exactly, as rough and tough as it appears to us. Maybe that's the President Trump's tactic for getting Zelenskyy to be more pliable, more malleable in these negotiations. But making fun of the dude's clothes and so forth, I thought it was very, very unnecessary, and really something that it struck me as insulting and lowbrow.
Yeah, I hear your perspective. Do you think Zelenskyy in any way could have handled the situation better than he did?
I think the real problem, and it's very underreported, is that English is Zelenskyy's third language. So he's trying to catch up. He's translating in his own head what President Trump is saying. He doesn't want to be pushed around. He has to stick up for a nation that has lost 500,000 people. So he's trying to simultaneously translate. He has a problem then articulating exactly what Ukraine's position is. But then, to his credit, he did an interview with my old buddy Bret Baier at Fox News, and said hours after the confrontation in the Oval Office that he was very thankful to the United States. He's thanked the United States innumerable times, and that he wants to salvage the relationship. It's life or death for him. The United States is the lifeline.
Right.
Make no mistake, without the United States, Ukraine would be on its last legs, despite their courage, despite their they're willing to fight and die for their country.
The
United States is giving him the bullets to fight back.
Certainly.
So I hope that this doesn't have that kind of substantive consequence whereby we really reduce our aid to Ukraine because they need every bullet we can give.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Trump has any interest in continuing aid at this point. I want to ask you, House Speaker Mike Johnson and others floating the idea that Zelenskyy may need to step down in order to secure a peace deal. Do you think Zelenskyy should step down at this point? Is this relationship too fractured, too fraught? You know Trump very well, to give peace the best chance.
I hope not. And I've noticed, one thing in the decades I've known President Trump, he does forgive people where it works for him, particularly people who apologize. He's thin-skinned in many ways, but he's also clever as a cat, this guy. President Trump might have, he's like 10 steps ahead of me. I don't know, maybe this was all an intentional show that, he'll put Zelenskyy to make Putin think that Trump likes Russia more than Trump really likes Russia.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.